Alright, a couple minutes till the market open. But quite a bit of movement earlier today during the Asia session. Dylan tapping in. Welcome back. Yeah, pretty crazy movements overnight. We're still kind of sitting in the range from yesterday though, so that'll be interesting. See what happens today. See if we continue chopping around this range or if we break out of it, potentially. 1 minute till market open. Kind of close to VWAP right now, so that could also be a factor that could affect today. If we open up into VWAP and just chop around, could be a sign. You're gonna sell for a government shutdown? Probably not. But I will sell if there's a setup to go short. But I might have a little bit more of a bearish bias. But if you look at the overnight session, you can see where I did quite a bit of selling. And then we've recovered a bit of that selling already, so who knows, that may have been kind of the initial reaction to that news already, but we'll see. Yeah, probably not. Probably not a good thing, so we'll see what the market does though. So the S&P is currently going up. Nasdaq's currently going down. So we'll see what happens. Alright, kind of popping straight back up. A little bit of selling, now we're going long and strong here. Look at this London high, we'll see if we can close above it maybe. Get a little retest, go for a long. Yeah, there could definitely be some manipulation before we go lower. Absolutely. Did kind of close above here, but not a lot. Might wait for a little better of a close just above the London high here. Kind of holding up here for now. Yeah, if we close up here, we might not get the pullback, but
order submitted.
If we do, I don't mind it. ES already taking out a lot of the highs. NASDAQ as well. No, but I have an order here. If it comes down and retests this level right here, I'll get in for a little buy. But we might not get the chance. Buyers are looking pretty strong here. We might just kind of keep going up for now. We might get up to that Asia high at 876. $876.75. So that's the next kind of level we're looking at. See if we get up there or not. Yeah, I might not get the retest here, but we'll see. Looks like Delta it's a little weak on the NASDAQ. But, I mean, clearly ES and NASDAQ are still pushing up really strongly here. We get the retest, are you entering? So far, that's what I'm planning on doing. But let's see if we get it here. If we get close and then don't get it, I'll probably just cancel it. We do have news in 10 minutes, as well as 25 minutes. Yeah, so you see how it came down just a couple ticks away and it's already bouncing? Because it did that, I'm probably going to take the order off. Just because it should have or could have gone down and touched it, got me in, and then did that. But because it did it before, if it comes back down and breaks below this wick, I'm not going to be as confident in it. So we'll take that off for now. We'll see if we get any other type of setups here, but looks like we got the bounce a little bit prematurely there, at least for my entry. Just missed it by a couple points. But we had the right idea, right? Get a little pullback, and then that retest and bounce. But Max, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, news in just under 10 minutes. Now we got some more news at the top of the hour as well. In 24 minutes, so we got to be a little bit careful with that on the horizon. Make sure we don't get caught on the wrong side of that. Gas price went up 50 cents per gallon. What is that for NASDAQ? I don't know. I'm not sure how gas prices correlate with NASDAQ. Sell. Could be a good sell. Looks like it's kind of struggling to go higher. Definitely hard to sell though with the uptrend here though. Until we break the uptrend. I will not be looking for shorts, personally. Yes, still making new highs. Looking pretty strong. On the hourly, it's bearish. Kind of. It's kind of bearish on the hourly. It's kind of a bearish downtrend, yes. Oh, bullish, yeah. I'm gonna say, like, it's kind of just consolidating a little bit on the hourly. And we did just make a lower low. And could be potentially making a lower high as we speak. But yeah, overall, since the month of September, we've been very bullish. But if we take out the lows of the day, we definitely could be very, very bearish. Or pretty bullish. And bearish, maybe not super, but we will see. Yeah, kind of rounding off at the top here. Yes, though, you can see the buyer is really just long and strong. Going straight up to the moon. Typically, I start trading 7:30 my time, market open. And I'll try and stop around 10:30, sometimes 9:30. So just like the 2 hours, sometimes 2 to 3, we'll say 2 to 3 hours after the market open. So like 9:30 a.m. to 11:30, possibly 12:30 Eastern. What's your method? What's your method that you use for value gap plus retest? It's a little bit different. I kind of use the retest off of support and resistance. Kind of like I've shown right here with this level right here that we've shown some support at. It's also the London high from the overnight session. But then the fair value gaps also, that's just another area of support and resistance through the imbalances. But typically I trade those a little bit differently. Sometimes I keep an eye on them. But I don't quite trade them the same. Sometimes I trade them on different accounts. Kind of a, liquidity sweep. Like as an example, right? We took out this liquidity right here when we made these lows, and then we pushed and broke structure to the upside, came in down to this fair value gap, and obviously we bounced it and retested it and went up. I didn't take the trade, but like sometimes I will if the price action is looking really good, or sometimes like 5-minute gaps and stuff I'll keep an eye on, and if we like close below one, retest it, sometimes I'll take those. Brayden, thank you for the follow. Are you on a funded? Yes. I am. Currently funded with funding ticks. I'm working on getting funded with Take Profit Trader as we speak. It looks like we're holding. So we did actually bounce off that level we were talking about. Like I said, a little hard to take the retest after we got close to it, and then already bounced up. But we are kind of chopping right now, so looks like it did work out and probably could work again, but not my preferred setup. But yeah, we got down there basically to the tick here. Beautiful, beautiful bounce. So we might get back down there. It is, oh yeah, it's news right now. What is it, the PMI or something? Yes, the S&P Manufacturing PMI final. Yes, manufacturing PMI is next. See, not like crazy news right now, but looks like we did get a little bit of a bigger candle than normal there. But the main news is in 15 or 14 minutes now, so definitely got to be careful about that. How are their rules? Funding ticks, I actually think have some pretty solid rules. Some of my favorite. Daily drawdown is like $2,000 for the 50K account. And actually, to pass the evaluation, it's only 2,500 instead of like 3,000, like a lot of other prop firms. So pretty decent, like drawdown, and it's end of day drawdown as well, so it's not trailing like throughout the day. It does trail, but it's at the end of the day. So similar to Take Profit Trader with the rules. Like when I trade Take Profit Trader, I trade pretty much the same way that I trade funding ticks. But the thing I like the most about funding ticks is the fact that there's no activation fee. So once you pass the evaluation, you don't have to pay another fee to then get funded. You just pay the price up front, which right now you can get like a 50K account for as low as $60. Actually, no, I think it's like 50 if it's your first time buying from them. First time customers, it's 35% off, and recurring customers, it's 20% off. So yeah, they kind of have some of the cheaper prices right now, kind of all in for the account, right? $50, get funded, don't have to buy activation fee. Pretty solid. Definitely one of the cheaper options out there right now. Probably because they're a newer firm, but yeah, pretty good rules, pretty good prices for now. So might as well take advantage of it. How long did it take you to become profitable on demo before buying an eval account? I think I started trading some evals probably like 3 months after I started trading, but I probably should have waited a little bit longer. I was confident enough to start like spending money and like on evals, but I definitely could have spent more time practicing and refining my craft, because I mean I'm over 2.5 years in now, and there's still some things that I'm trying to iron out, of course. Not a perfect trader, but I'm doing my best. Are we taking this retest? It looks like it would have been a pretty decent retest if you're talking about kind of getting below this level and then retesting it for the short. I thought about it for a second, but it's not what I typically take, so that's why I did not. But there still could be some retests to be taken here. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like the sellers are coming in now. So that would have been a pretty solid retest. Yeah, I guess I was kind of waiting for it to potentially get out the chop since we're still kind of at the bottom of this little range we made. But we retested out of it perfectly, and now we're just taking out the lows, so there you go. A lot of selling. We still got quite a ways until our next level. The overnight lows are sitting at 630s, so 100 points lower. We did just close below the 15-minute opening range.
Order filled.
Low though, we'll see if we get a little retest off of that.
Target filled.
There we go. There's the retest. Yeah, sorry, that one was a little quick. I was a little slow to... I didn't even mark it. Typically I do, but yeah, this right here is the 15-minute opening range low. And yeah, nice little close below it. Retest off of it. Boom, quick. 12.5 point scalp. So, W in the chat for that one. Nice little trade. Up 245 on my Take Profit Trader account. It looks like we are back inside of the 15-minute opening range, so yeah, it could be a little interesting until we get back out of it. We might kind of get in here and chop around a little more. I typically like to stay away from the 15-minute opening range, right? Kind of stay outside of it, so that we can actually have a little bit of a trend, a little direction. Because if we're just sitting inside, then there's a higher chance that we're gonna kind of chop around. But nice little retest there. Kind of holding up this fair value gap pretty well though. Could be kind of a bear flag as well setting up. Not the best. Probably not going to take it, but I just entered what you did and made 500 on demo. No, it's not a lot, but still learning. Done for today. Hey, that's what it's all about. Take some small wins, learn some stuff, and honestly, one of the biggest lessons that it takes a lot of traders a long time to learn is knowing when to be done trading. Because it's so easy to keep trading and want to, you get that taste, the taste of profit, the taste of 500 bucks or whatever. And it's like, oh, I could do that again. I could make more. I think that's the biggest trap that traders fall for is they don't know when to quit. So they keep trading and then they end up either giving back their money or they just keep losing and can turn a day pretty ugly pretty quick. But yeah, that's what it's all about. Trade demo, learn some lessons, and make some money. Yeah, I'd say as far as when do you buy your first eval, probably as soon as your confidence is the main thing. I wouldn't put a time frame on it, but I definitely would base it off of your confidence, but also like if you can't go like a couple weeks or a month and have like a 60-70% win rate at the end of it, probably better not to buy an eval. But even then, you'd probably want more times always better, obviously, but something to keep in mind. So does you stream daily? Yes. I've missed a couple days, but the goal is every day. I was here yesterday and today, and I'm planning on tomorrow and Friday. So it should be, yes, I do stream daily. We'll put it that way. I think I missed last Friday though. I struggle with that over trading and revenge trading. Yeah, I think most traders do. Even traders who have a good strategy, who have been trading for years even, it's still so easy and common to run into those mistakes. Sometimes I feel like it might even be more common when you are maybe a little bit more confident, because at least that's the issue I ran into. Like last year, I was killing it. I had like an 80% win rate. I was just getting payouts from Apex like every couple weeks. It was great. But then I got to the point where I was so confident that like I literally thought like, oh, like I won't lose. So I started taking trades that like were still not terrible trades, but they definitely could have been better. And I had the point where I'd take a loss maybe too, but I was like so confident that like, oh, like my strategy works. I'll just take another trade and make back my losses. Or maybe I'll double down, make back my losses because I'm so confident. And that's what kind of got me a little bit and blew up some of those accounts that I had. So, nah, it happens. It's a dangerous game, a slippery slope. Definitely got to be careful. I'll see you then. Sounds good, brother. Alright, yeah, kind of holding up, like we said, the bottom of the 50-minute opening range. Now we're going back almost to the top of the range. Could be shaping up to get a little swing chop here. A little swing down, swing up. We'll see, we'll see. News in 3 minutes. Yes, thanks for reminding the chat. 2 minutes or a minute and a half until news. This could be some bigger news, potentially. Yeah, manufacturing PMI. Red news folder. Alright, almost 30 seconds to the news. Definitely would recommend being flat. Probably not worth being in a trade right now. I think I might get a little. Books are looking a little thin. I think we're gonna move a bit here, so be careful, be smart. Yeah, let's see what news does. 10 seconds. Alright, a little slap down. I was expecting a little bit more than that, but I guess we're not over yet. A little slap down. Pushing up a little bit. Yeah, pretty low volatility news. Yeah, a little indecisive there, but a little bullish overall on the news candle. Guess that was it. Yeah, definitely could get another push up to trap some buyers. Or we could just push up. We'll see. We are holding that 5-minute bearish for value gap a little bit right now. So we definitely could hold that. And drop lower. Yeah, it's kind of looking a little bullish actually. We take out this high on the 1 minute. We are kind of holding the London high here a little bit. So we bounced that VWAP down here. Pushing through the EMAs as well. Nothing for sure yet, but yeah, if we can break over this high, we could take out the earlier highs of today. But now 30 point TP. It's not a bad look. Yeah, kind of get back to the top of this range. Alright, there's the push to the highs there. Well, the 1 minute high here, not the actual highs. So we did close above the 5-minute bears for value gap.
Order submitted.
Could be a nice little retest there. Let's see if we build maybe a bear, not bear, bull flag here in the 1 minute though. Maybe continue this uptrend. Maybe take out some of these highs. Yeah, almost a good flag setup here. I would like it to pull back a little bit more down to this 9 EMA London high area. Definitely got our eye on it. Could be pretty decent.
Order filled.
Yeah, let's see if we get a little bit better of a pullback here. Why is that spot a fair value gap? Like this one right here. Well, you see that the first candle here on the 1 minute chart. You see we have the wick here, and then we have the body of the second candle, right? Which is up here. And then there's a little funky actually. Yeah, it's kind of like a weird lineup here. But, I mean, yeah, typical fair value gap setup, right? You have the 3 candles, and the high of the first candle, or the low, right, is part of the gap, and then the body is usually the second candle, and then the next high or low like this one. So I mean, yeah, we had the high of this candle, which is the low of the gap. The low of this candle, that's the high of the gap. And the candle in the middle is kind of just the body. Yeah, kind of a little bit of a weird looking gap for sure.
Order filled.
Bad entry there. Probably should have waited for it to pull back a little bit. But pretty decent bull flag. Just kind of got a bad entry. We should have gone in kind of down here off the break of this candle. But we got in a little bit late. But we'll still see if we can get 12.5 points out of this. Just go break even since we got the bad entry.
Stop filled.
Alright. Yeah, bad entry. That's right. Usually I just go for 1-to-1. Probably could have given it a little bit more room. Again, if we had the better entry there, this probably would have worked out pretty fine. Pretty good still. Got in a little bit late. Is what it is. We'll just try and capitalize on the next one a little bit better. You can see we are holding up this 9 EMA, the 21 EMA, London high. And we're just kind of making little lower highs on the 1 minute with these candles and these wicks. And then as soon as we broke the high of this candle, that's when we had that little pop, little push up. Got in a little bit late, a little bad entry. Stopped at break even, but still pretty solid. Pretty solid trade. Yeah, if we got in down here, we would have gone our target. So, got to be more on top of it next time. Still going up. Could be on a way to push up the highs here in a second, potentially. Alright, still going higher. Yeah, definitely good trade. Should have given it a little bit more room to breathe. See if we get another pullback here or not. Alright, pushing the 830s now. See if we get above the 840s. See if we break out or if we kind of sweep the highs here and then maybe get a reversal. Unless some people are definitely kind of bearish today. Thinking that we'll take out these highs and then dump. So we'll see if that happens or not. But we definitely could just kind of take out the highs and keep going up, hopefully. For my other trade. This is the other trade I have open. Just in 1 micro. But up 30 points. It's kind of a big move, so I just got in with a micro. 80 point move from top to, like, from my entry to the stop loss on the 5-minute chart. So I'll keep an eye on that, but try and get some more scalps on this account in the meantime. Alright, pulling back a little bit. Maybe we'll build out another flag. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep pushing. They're kind of sitting at near the highs from earlier. So we could kind of push and break out of them here. Could be it right here. Could make our way all the way up to this next high at 88.76. Alright, I almost pulled back to the 9 EMA, but already bouncing back up, already back up to the highs. Alright, there's the pop through the highs. See if we break through and hold this, or if we just kind of sweep it. Make our way back down, but I think we could be making our way all the way up to 76 is up here. The Asia high. Possibly the overnight high as well. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice little push. We're up 40 points. Should have gotten in more than just 1 micro. But no, I wanted to keep the risk low on that one. Did not want to risk $1,600 on one trade. Even 800 would have been too much. Here we go. Great push now. Beautiful. Yeah, not the flashiest P&L trade, but I mean, we're up 50 points. Yes, we'll go break even. Maybe just below this, below right there. But yeah, solid trade. 80-point trade. A little crazy. That's why I went in with just micro. Figured we'd just go for 160 bucks. Yeah, trading micros is nice. It definitely keeps the emotions a lot more in check. Glacier, thank you for the follow. Cause yeah, if I was in a mini right now, I mean, I'd be up $1,000, which would be nice. But also, I would have been risking $1,600, which is way too much. Getting close to the overnight highs. They're still just going up. Alright, we are up at that Asia high now. A little resistance there at the Asia high. But should get pushed through here right now. Getting real close. Might be worth locking in just like $100 here, maybe. Yeah, we'll lock in $100. Let it do its thing. It's probably gonna pull back a little bit here, but hopefully it doesn't pull back 10 points, 10 more points. It's already pulled back a little bit. Hopefully we kind of hold and push back up. We got really close to our target there. So it would be a shame if we just all of a sudden pulled back out of nowhere. Maybe should have my target a little lower at that overnight level there. Because we did kind of expect a bit of a bounce, a bit of rejection here. We also could let it breathe still. We don't have to lock in $100. But I feel like that's kind of the smart thing to do here. So we are kind of holding here off this fair value gap, making our way back up. So we're not out of it yet. How do you get your TPs like that with the P&L on the side? It's an indicator that I have for NinjaTrader. It's called, it's like a basic chart trader or something like that, but it's by Affordable Indicators. Should be able to look them up. Yeah, affordableindicators.com. They have, oh, looks like we are pulling back a little bit more now. Is it free? No, unfortunately it's not free. They have a bunch of stuff, some of it's pretty pricey, but the one that I have is just the basic chart trader, which gives me the P&L on the side. I can click it, change it from like ticks, points, dollars, and stuff. So pretty nice. I've got some other options on my chart trader as well. Like I've got a break even button. Like if I click it, it just moves my stop either to break even, or like I can click it a couple points above break even. So yeah, pretty nice. Looks like we are getting pretty close to my target there. How much? I think you can get like some pretty decent deals sometimes, like 20 to 50% off sometimes. So keep an eye out for those deals. But I think it cost me like $200 So it's a bit pricey. But it has a lot of different tools, and I'm not trying to sell it obviously to you. I found it personally worth it for me. I'll just put it in the chat. Actually, it might have been more like 100. Let me double check. I might be thinking of like Replicanto or something, which is like a copy trader.
Target filled.
Alright, there's the target. $2 thing for the follow. Yeah, little 5-minute trade there. 80 points. 80-point trade. Only in one micro, just because it's 80 points. Maybe should have gone in two, but hindsight's always 20/20, right? Yeah, up 160 on this account. Pretty solid, you could say. 80-point trade. We'll take it. Dave, thank you for the follow. Yeah, big trade right there. Take it. Oh shoot, we kind of had a nice close there on the 1 minute. We kind of missed the retest here. Yeah, I probably would have gone in long there off this bounce and retest there. What's the website called, bro? I put it in the chat. I don't know if you can see that. I put the link. AffordableIndicators.com. Might have to scroll up just a little bit. Yeah, kind of a nice bull flag here, as well as the retest off this level here. Nice trade. Kind of missed it though. We were too busy checking out our profits over here. But hey, can't complain. We're up 160 on that account. And then 250 on this one still. Did you see the link that I sent? Alright, still going up. They should ban you fake traders. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a fake trader. But there are fake traders out there, and they definitely... I mean, I don't know if they should get banned, but... definitely should be aware of who they are and stuff like that. I mean, for those of you in the chat who've been watching, I mean, they saw me take this trade earlier. Break even. This one down here, 250. And then saw me take this other trade with a micro, up 80 points, $161. Did it live. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm a fake trader, but you're welcome to have your own opinion. Just hit for 360 after retest. Yeah, that's a good retest. Yeah, no, I definitely, like I said, I was kind of looking at my other trade. But after this beautiful close above the, oh, what is this, Asia high? I normally would have put my order right there and let it hit that bounce for like 12.5 points or something like that. Yeah, my typical, right now that's been my typical scalp target, just over 10 points. Yeah, I might get another one. I did send the website in the chat. I can send it again, but not sure I didn't see it the first time. Unless links don't like show up for some reason. I guess I could pin it as well. Let me know if you see that. Oh shoot, I'll just type it out. That makes sense. I had a feeling maybe that was the case since he was not seeing it. affordable indicators. I think I spelled it right. Yeah, if you look that up, their website should come up. Or if you just add .com at the end, that's the website. Sorry about that. Yeah, I posted the link, but yeah, that makes sense. The TikTok might not let the links come through. Broker? Technically no broker right now since I'm trading with prop firms. But when I was trading live, I was just using NinjaTrader and like Tradeovate, which technically is like their own broker. And I still have a NinjaTrader account that I could add funds to if I wanted and trade live. But yeah, I'm just trading the prop firms right now since it's a little bit better of a deal for the return on investment. Yeah, I might get another retest here. But I typically don't like the retest as much after like the second or third time. Especially since we kind of almost tested it again here and bounced. And since we broke past this 1 minute wick here, it's more likely that I might kind of shoot through and go lower. But that doesn't mean it won't bounce, especially if we kind of form a bit of a range, right? We could start to kind of chop up here. And if it starts chopping, I mean, it's definitely a good spot to retest all day long. But the ATR is dropping. I mean, we were at like we peaked at like just over 22. Great volatility today. Now we're down to a 12, which is still pretty decent. But yeah, definitely getting a little bit lower, especially once we get below 10. Trading under a 10 ATR is not my favorite. But anything above 10, 12 especially, like it's still doable. Actually, this could be
Order submitted.
Could be a bull flag. We are losing a little bit of that volatility though, but we did hold up this high again. We do kind of have a bull flag. I'm a little hesitant to take it, but I do have the order up.
Order filled.
See if we can get that break, push up. It's not the cleanest. So we'll see, it might get faked out here since we're kind of at the highs. But we're holding the 90 MA and the Asia high. So might not be bad. I'm definitely not as confident in this as I was some of those other retests and trades. Yeah, ES holding the level as well. Yeah, it shouldn't be bad, but it's kind of struggling to get the break. But as I say that, we're getting a little pop up now, so this could be it. Could be the move. Might go break even if we get above like 890. I want to let it breathe a little bit, but also don't want to risk my profits too much on this account. Alright, yeah, there's the pop. Break even. Oh yeah, there we go. There it is.
Target filled.
Beautiful. Yes sir, target filled. Yeah, another test off that high, and then 90 MA, bull flag. Took a little second to actually get the momentum there, but there it is. Beautiful. How long does it take to receive a prof after a request? Depends on the prof firm. I know Apex is notorious for taking a long time. I remember I had some payouts that were under review after I got after I requested them. Took like 2 weeks almost or more to get approved and then to actually get the money in my account and stuff. But I think Funny Ticks and Take Profit Trader are a lot. Oh, they're a bit quicker. I think it only takes like a couple days. I could be wrong though. All right, we are getting kind of close to this New York high from yesterday. 913.75. Definitely would be tempting to take another retest if possible. But we're up 510 on the accounts. Or I guess 495 after some of the fees. So, probably no harm in calling it a day on this account. Don't want to give back to the market too much. It could be another good trade, but I might not take it personally. We'll see though. Alright, pulling back a little bit. Got close to yesterday's high. A little pullback. Yes, sir, up $1,001 on the day. I'm gonna be done. Good luck, sir. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. If you're up $1,000, don't want to give that back. Sounds like you had a good day. Yeah, so far up pretty well today for me as well. Up 500 or 495 on one account, 160 on the other. Could have made some more on the other one if I put another micro on, but again, 80-point trade. Didn't really want to risk too much on that one. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, question is, do we take more trades on this account? Maybe. But 2 W's and a break even is pretty solid. I'm probably chilling. Especially on a 50K account. I don't really need to make much more than $500 in a day. Could be nice though. I have another bull flag playing out here. We didn't quite pull back to the 9 EMA. So it could be a little overextended. But some nice little setup here. It's getting a little bit small. ATR is down to 11.6. You can see down here in the corner. So definitely slowing down a little bit. Losing a bit of volatility.
Order canceled.
Alright, just making sure I'm still connected and everything. Alright, really getting a nice pullback here. Big countlets today? Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, nice bull flag here. Nice little retest off the 15-minute opening range low here. And then the craziest trade was actually this one on the 5-minute chart. Different account. Only up 160, but it was an 80-point trade. I just got in with 1 micro because it was so big. But yeah, we held that long for 80 points. Definitely happy about that one. Yeah, looks like we finally might be pulling back a little heavier here. I got frustrated in Asia session yesterday. Yeah, no, I mean, I think, assuming we're talking about the same time, like the Asia session earlier today, maybe it is yesterday that you're talking about, but the overnight session was kind of crazy today. We were very volatile. We were moving quite a lot, a little bit of chop, but also big. You can zoom out here. You see we had this huge, like we sold off like all night. Around midnight, we just dumped like 200 points. Maybe just like 100 points. Yeah, I think they were worried about the government shutdown too. I mean, a lot of selling. You can see this one, like within like 4 minutes, we just like dumped a ton. Then we chopped around, and then we've slowly been making our way back up since then. Hey bro, I got 2 questions if you mind answering. Everyone been ignoring me. I think that's your first time chatting today. Maybe you've been in the chat or the stream before, but I haven't seen your other messages. Not ignoring. Must have just missed them if you said something another day. But I'm looking right now and you haven't said anything today, but I'm happy to answer any questions. Feel free to ask. Other lives? Okay, that's my bad. What were your questions? Thinking about throwing money in XRP, is that worth it? Ooh, it's a good question. I've been keeping my eye on XRP a little bit too. Just because, I mean, it's still at a decent price, 295. It's not, let me see. Yeah, it's not like at the highs yet. And at least what I know is that it's a US-based crypto, which I believe Trump said either they're working on or they already are making it so there's no capital gains tax on US-based cryptos. But don't quote me on that. So I think it definitely is it's a good long-term investment, but I don't know, based off like the market cap and the total supply and everything, I don't know if it has a lot of like gain in it. Like some people are saying XRP is going to go to, you know, $1,000 or something. I think that's probably unlikely based off some of the things, but it definitely could be a good investment, kind of like Bitcoin, just kind of like a long-term good investment, I think. But again, don't take my word for it. Just some of my insights and my thoughts. But the best place to buy, probably just personal preference a little bit. If I were to buy some right now, I'd probably just buy some on like Coinbase or maybe like Binance US. If it's on there, I think it is. But yeah, those are the 2 that I kind of stick with. But I'm sure there's some better ones so you can get like some cheaper exchange fees and stuff. I'm not familiar with the other ones, so I wouldn't be able to like recommend them or anything. But I'm sure with a little bit of research you can find some good exchanges with some good fees and stuff for buying XRP. Can you pass a 50k combine in 1 day? Some of them, yes. With funding ticks, there is a a couple different versions of accounts that you can buy. One of them is called like the Funny Ticks 1 account. That one you can buy, or no, you buy it, yeah, but then you can pass it in 1 day. But they're typically, I think it takes like 3 to 7 days to. I might have to check Funny Ticks again. But other firms, typically they do have like a minimum days of like 5, sometimes 7, or maybe like 3 to pass the accounts. But Apex is usually 1 day to pass. That's what they're kind of known for. And then Funny Ticks does have a account that you can pass in 1 day, but you have to get the Funny Ticks 1 model, not the Funny Ticks Pro Plus. Top Step does not. Yeah, you can't pass in 1 day on Top Step. I think in Top Step it has to be at least 2 days, maybe more. If I remember correctly, they may have changed their rules. I see a 0.12 increase, so I'm assuming it looks good so far. Just thought I'd ask since I'm super new. Yeah, no worries in asking. Sorry I missed your messages earlier, but glad you're hanging out on the stream, and thank you for the follow. Dot. I don't know what else to call you. That's just what I see is a dot or a period. Cool name. Punisher, hi, how's it going? I used to trade Top Step. Yes, I traded that like 2 years ago. And I got funded a couple of times, but didn't get a payout just because I was a little inconsistent. Got a little bit unlucky sometimes, but I was still new to trading back then. I don't dislike them, but I've just found that some of these other firms I like a little bit better. So I don't dislike them, but they wouldn't be my first to recommend because they're not the cheapest, and their rules aren't exactly the most competitive. Like recently, what's better for me now, I've been trading Funny Ticks. They have some of the cheaper options right now, and like I've said, I think that's probably because they're a newer firm, so they have to be a little cheaper, right? They have to be competitive. Where it's kind of the opposite with Top Step. They've been around kind of the longest, so they don't have the discounts, right? Like I think you can get a 50k account for $50, which isn't bad. That's about the same as like Funny Ticks, but the only difference is Funny Ticks has a little bit better rules, and you can get a couple different models. You can pass in 1 day with one of the models. That one might be a little more expensive though. But then they have some of the other options, which you can't pass in a day, but you can get one of those like 50, $60. And again, the biggest difference, Funny Ticks, no activation fee. Top Step can be good, but you have to pay, after you get funded, you have to pay like $150 activation fee to get funded. They may have changed it since I traded with them, but from what I remember, you pay like $50 or maybe like 150 for like the 150k account. And then you have to, if you pass the evaluation or the combine, you have to pay another $150 no matter what account you're trading. So, I mean, if money's not a problem and you like Top Step, probably no issue doing that. But I mean, yeah, for me, it's like I'd rather trade on like a Funny Ticks, or I've also been loving Take Profit Trader because they got some pretty good rules, and obviously like you can get like the daily payouts once you're funded and stuff. And the rules are all pretty similar to Top Step, but then the accounts are around the same price, if not a little bit cheaper, maybe a little bit more expensive, but again, you don't have to pay that $150 activation fee. And that's where Top Step's a little more expensive, because even a 50k account, after you spend $50 and then you've passed the combine, spend another $150, you're like $200 in. Versus Funny Ticks, pay $50, pass the evaluation, and then you're funded. Don't have to pay any more money. And I think take profit trade is like $100 with like the right discount. And then, yeah, if you use the right discount, you can get like the no activation fee on take profit trader as well, which equals, yeah, like $100 total probably. Which makes it kind of nice. EMP, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Kind of just chopping around. I mean, look at this little barcode action right here. Not going anywhere. We're getting a little push now. Let's see if we hold it or if we just kind of reject back down. Yeah, no problem with top step. I've just found, like I said, it's better options with funding ticks or take profit trader. Or even Apex. Like I know a lot of people don't like Apex because of their rules, and they definitely have like the kind of craziest, strictest rules. But the fact that you can get like a 50k eval for like $30 when it's 80% off, pretty solid. You still have to pay the activation fee, so it still ends up being a little more pricey in the end compared to like again these other options that I've been trading. But you can pass in a day. You have a little bit more drawdown, $2,500 instead of 2,000. Obviously, that does come with the price of the intraday trailing drawdown instead of the end of the day. But I don't mind Apex. Not trading with them right now. Actually, I do still have an account. I'll fund an account with them. But I don't trade on it because I don't have a lot of drawdown. Right, nice little push up. But we did get reject back into this little barcode area. Could be taking out these lows here. I mean, it's very consistent little higher wick, higher wick, higher wick. If we kind of break below, we could get a little push through these wicks. Kind of a bear flag. But we're not in a downtrend, so it's kind of hard to take that with a lot of confidence. Like I said, though, I might be kind of done trading for the day just because I'm in the green. I'm kind of chilling. So no point in messing with that. Oh, it could be pushing higher now, actually. Kind of a bull flag on the other end could be playing out. Now that we're taking out the high of that wick there. Oh, almost 9 o'clock. Could be almost time to be done trading for the day anyways. Already made some money. But might play a little Battlefield or something. Just to get a little bit of the games in before we quit. I know some people are here for that. Some people are just here for the trading, which obviously that's the main focus, make some money. But I do incorporate some games sometimes when the market's kind of choppy. But today has not been very choppy. It's actually been kind of nice. It's a good movement, good flags, good retest. So yeah, pretty good busy day, but we are chopping around now. So I'll play little games, but I'll probably be done here in the next like 40 minutes. We'll see. Thanks for everyone who's still sticking around. Everyone who's been liking the stream and who gave me a follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you like some Battlefield 1, play a little bit of that while we watch the charts. Hopefully get out of this chop. Might take some more trades. Do have some other... I have another account I might take a trade on. So we might be kind of done with the good setups here. ATR is getting down to close to a 10. Kind of just shopping. Shopping around. We got 1,000 likes though. Pretty solid. Definitely not gonna complain about that.
General Pershing has ordered an attack.
Alright, this is kind of weird. Got in the game. It said I had like 60 people in it. But they lied. There's only 3 people in it. That's awkward. Guess I'll try and get a game. Maybe there's not any. Try and get this one. It's got a queue, but it might be the best option here. Unless we just want to play like Infantry Conquest, which not my favorite. I do like the big maps. Small maps are good too, though. Do appreciate those. So let's see if we get in this game. Might take a sec. But we'll keep looking at the chart here. We are slowly making our way up, holding this 9 EMA. This bull flag kind of played out, even though it's a little bit ugly. Bouncing off this kind of level again at the kind of the 900s. I guess that's kind of like that psych level people talk about. There might be a little bit of resistance there somewhere from yesterday. Somewhere kind of in the overnight area. But also, yeah, a lot of people kind of like to look at the big even numbers, right? 24,900. Just as a level to buy or sell, I suppose. Yeah, you can see right here, 24,900 kind of holding up here, kind of held up here as well. So let's see how we respond to this. Alright, trying once again. Push through the highs here. See if we get above this high from yesterday, New York high. Might get another little retest opportunity for a trade. Still waiting to get in this game here. But yeah, we still got the chart up. Still got some. Still ready to take a trade. That's what I meant to say. Alright, there's a little pop. See if we close above. We got 50 seconds. This candle closes. We get a nice close above, and then we'll retest. Probably try and take a little trade on this. Yeah, I'll take it on my other accounts, just since I'm already up 500 bucks. Don't want to give back my profit. But see if we can make a little bit more money here on another one. So far holding above pretty decently.
Order submitted.
Alright, that's kind of what we're looking for. See if we get a little retest. If not, it is what it is. A little bummer we can't get in the game here. But it's alright, we're patient, we're patient. It does make for some good clips though. When you're playing some Battlefield and winning some trades. That's right, we don't need the clip today, I suppose. Guess I could have started playing Battlefield sooner, but the market's moving, the market's moving. Also when people are talking in chat. It's nice too. Just to answer people's questions, talk to them sometimes. Can't complain with that. Kind of hard to do all of it at once as well. I mean, trading and gaming already can be a little bit of a, I don't want to say struggle, but it's just like, obviously it takes a little
Order
bit more,
filled.
multitasking and things. Alright, ATR is a bit low, so I might move this down to like 200. Since we don't have quite as much volatility here. We're kind of pushing right through this. Can't win them all, obviously, but
Stop filled.
that's alright. Like I said, I can't win them all. Good thing I didn't trade that on my other account, otherwise it would have given back some of my money. Still might actually make it back up there. So we got stopped out right to the tick. Oh, that thing is in the way. But yeah, made it right down there to the bottom. Stopped out. So maybe we should have left the original 250. Hard to say, but clearly sellers are a little strong here, so we'll see. We might push down even lower. Maybe we do hold up, but it's what it is. Looks like we are about to get in this game as well. Might try and get another trade here, make it back. Yeah, a little unfortunate there. It's like, yeah, we might push lower. Oh, looks like the game just ended, which is probably why I got in. Makes sense. Alright, we are pulling back now. Looks like we would have got stopped out. Kinda, no matter where my stop was. Again, you can't win them all, but Not a terrible trade. Can't be too upset there. They're really trying. Ram us? Oh, I can't turn on him all the way. Should have bailed on that one. Alright, we're bouncing back up. This is just kind of a bull flag here. Kind of playing out. Didn't really see it. We're kind of getting below EZMAs. I need a squad. Yeah, kind of hard to buy the top here. Didn't work out for us there. But again, yeah, can't win them all. Can't be too upset. See if we find anything else.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Oh yeah, let's see if we can have a decent little game here.
We have taken objective Duff.
Oh, I ducked, but a little bit of a delay there. Got shot before I could duck. A little unfortunate. Alright, not off to the best start. So that's only... I think spawned right on that guy. Alright, still not off to a good start. But we'll change that. We will change that. We'll lock in here. Maybe, maybe not. Dang, he saw me like way outside.
We have lost
I don't know how he saw me.
Edward.
Keep down around corners too.
We have taken objective Butter.
Erste Hilfe, greif zu, Mann!
We have lost objective Charlie. We have lost objective Duff.
Alright, a little pullback. So I got the low there. Could be looking good for maybe a reversal setup or something here. Yeah, swept the highs. Kind of held them here. Took out this low on the 1 minute. A little pullback here maybe. This one could be
We have lost
a good little
objective
setup.
butter. We have taken
Dang it, I hate the horses. It's so hard to kill them.
We have taken objective Edward.
Alright, yeah, nice little close there. Looks like we could be making our way down now. Looking kind of good. Alright, there we go. There's a little bit of a
Jetzt schon.
kill streak.
Braucht jemand Erste Hilfe?
Get out of the negative here. We've been
Erste
kind of
Hilfe, nimm schon.
slacking today.
Hier, Erste Hilfe. Soll ich mir die Wunde mal ansehen? Versorgt deine Wunden!
That guy shoot me through the wall? Am I crazy? Might be a little crazy.
We have lost objective Edward.
Ich sehe mir die Wunde an. Für dich, Kamerad. Erste Hilfe.
Order filled.
Go for the short here. Little reversal setup. Bounce out of that for value gap. So yeah, it could be nice. Could be a nice short. Let's see if we can make it happen. Team's not doing the best here. Dang.
We have lost objective Charlie.
I don't know what they're shooting at. I don't know how they see me. Just got a couple of them.
Ich werfe eine Rauchgranate! Rauchgranate raus, aufpassen! Sieh mir die Wunde mal an.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Du bist verletzt, ich sehe mir das an.
We have lost objective Edward.
Ich sehe einen Sanitäter.
Alright, making our way down. Let's take out this low here. Left $200, $250. A pretty good trade. I might bounce this Asia high, but not bad little reversal trade here. Go break
We are
even.
losing objective Charlie.
Oh yeah, I can't challenge the sniper. Dang.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Ich helfe dir!
Oh, that's a bad revive. Alright, we are bouncing the Asia higher there though.
Halfway there, the enemy
little
has
bit.
the upper hand.
See if we can not hold it too much. Get that push down. Oh, this guy's in a cool spot. Nice.
Sieh ihn! Sturmsoldat! Da drüben ist ein feindlicher Sturmsoldat! Sturmsoldat! Behaltet ihn im Auge!
Yeah, still holding that Asia high. Bouncing back up a little bit.
We have lost objective Edward.
Hopefully we don't get stopped at break even.
Maschinengewehr gesichtet.
Dang it. Get shot by someone else.
We have lost
The
objective
suppression
Charlie.
kills me. He's falling apart.
We have taken objective apples.
Jeez.
Hier, Mann, Erste Hilfe. Soll ich deine Wunden versorgen? Lass mich deine Wunden versorgen. Hier, Erste Hilfe.
We have taken objective Edward.
Yeah, shouldn't have pushed that. I was suppressed, which makes it really hard to hit people. Alright, looks like we might get stopped at break even. So it did bounce off that Asia high like we thought it might. But not a bad trade. Just a little unfortunate there.
Erste Hilfe.
Maybe we'll get lucky here. Maybe it'll hold that 21 EMA. Go lower. We do kind of have a bear flag of sorts here. Dang, every chance they get, they're just taking E. Kind of annoying. Oh, of course he's right up there. Should have been more cautious, but I was just trying to get on the point.
We have lost objective Edward.
Ich krieg dich wieder hin.
Got him. It looks like the bear flag almost played out there.
We have
You got a
taken
little push
objective
down.
Edward.
But we can back up pretty quickly. Now to get stopped at break even, probably. See what happens here.
Stop filled.
Yeah, there it is. A little unfortunate, but break even. Nice little short. Just couldn't get past. These guys really just want to go take E for some reason. Alright, we took the lead here. Team's not doing too bad after all. Oh, jeez. Chat, is that guy cheating?
Objective Duff.
He's at 38 and 12. And obviously you can hear the headshots when he shoots me in the head. I don't like to just assume the worst of people. But that gun's not the most accurate, especially at range. Obviously he wasn't super far away. That just seems a little quick to me. A little quick to die and a lot of headshots.
We have lost Objective Duff.
Alright, let's find these guys. Probably around here somewhere. Alright. Just gotta make sure these points don't get taken. Our team can keep the push up at the front. We'll keep these points locked in place.
We have taken Objective Duff.
Feindlicher Reiter, seht ihr ihn? Feindlicher Sanitäter, da!
Alright, still going up. It's probably a good thing we went break even.
We are losing Objective Charlie.
Feindliches Flugzeug!
Maybe we'll take out this plane. Where'd that guy come from? It's the same guy. That just comes out of nowhere and insta-kills me.
We have taken Objective Butter.
Literally one shot. What can you do? Try my best out here, but sometimes it's just not enough. Yeah, both of them on the top of their team.
We have lost Objective
Guy in
Butter.
first has like 73 kills and 8 deaths. And then he's second with 42 kills and 16 deaths. Maybe they're just that good, I don't know. I feel like they've got to have like maybe some wall hacks.
Ich flick dich
A
zusammen.
little aimbot maybe. Who knows?
Objective Charlie.
Might just be really good at the game. I had a feeling someone was over there. Alright, yeah, shoot me through the smoke. That's fine. Yeah, I hate smoke is not smoke. Gas. It's freaking lethal in this game.
Ich kann dir helfen.
Oh gosh.
Aufpassen, Sturmsoldat.
Thought I saw someone. Right there. Nice, good little aim there. Market's still pushing up. Back up to that fair value gap. Oh, someone else got the kill. Oh, that's a close one. That's a close one. Her footsteps over here. Oh no, I'm dead. I'm dead. No way. I ducked. I got behind the wall. That's alright. We're not doing bad though. 32 kills. We do have a little bit more deaths than typically would like. Looks like we are getting close to winning, but they're definitely fighting. I'm not giving up.
We have taken objective Edward.
Wir haben eine Rauchgranate! Vorsicht jetzt! Bist du verletzt? Ich dich wieder aus. Hier! Erste Hilfe für dich!
We are losing objective Charlie.
Victory. Good game, good game. Alright, looks like it might be about the time for me. Kind of just chopping around here. Looks like we don't have any viewers anyways right now, but good stream, good day, good profits today. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. See you guys then. Peace out.